Hey guys, welcome back to Skytalktrading. My name is Sky, and I am on a quest to invest. Today's video, thought I might do something a little bit different. Talk about SoFi Stock. That's a joke. I talk about it literally every day. But you guys don't complain, so I keep them coming. I feel like we might see a 40% gain by the new year. The market for the past 2 weeks wiped billions out of investors, but at this level, it can't go any worse. You know, it's only up from here on, and hopefully, we'll have the Santa rally. Gone are the days when banks held all of our money. SoFi is literally one-stop shopping. You no longer need to have several accounts, passwords, bank accounts, and apps for budgeting, borrowing, financing, and managing investments. It can all be in one place. Gen X, Gen Y, and Gen Z will gravitate towards, and they already are gravitating towards, the utility and efficiency of the SoFi platform. Like it or not, the Gen Y and the Gen X are the future of, and the Gen Z are the future. They are tomorrow. SoFi truly is transformative. So, can SoFi hit $30 in 2022? We know that it has been a fairly volatile ride for SoFi Technologies, which went publicly through a blank check company and started trading independently in June. Shares of SoFi crossed into the mid-20s at one point earlier this year before they were formally trading on their own, but have since been beaten down in the broader fintech sell-off. And, there definitely is a broad fintech sell-off. It is not just SoFi. It's not just targeting one particular stock. At recent prices, SoFi trades around $15 per share. We had definitely a less than thrilling second quarter, but then it made up for it in the third. It had a nice rebound with a roughly $30 million net loss, but strong revenue of roughly $272 million. SoFi's lending division turned in an amazing quarter, originating more than $3.4 billion of total loan value, the most the company has originated since 2019. And it managed this, may I add, even though student lending, one of its three main lending categories, remains depressed, due to the government halting student loan repayments as a result of, I really like SoFi's flywheel strategy of selling multiple banking products to customers, and so therefore reducing customer acquisition costs, which is super important when it comes to business in general. And the strategy seems to be working very nicely for them. Management reported that most of the cross-selling occurred from customers who first entered into the SoFi ecosystem with a SoFi credit card, cash management account, or online brokerage account. And yeah, so this is SoFi's entire thesis, and it's amazing to see it actually working out well, how it was intended to work out. And then, of course, we've got the growing membership. The company added 377,000 members and now has nearly 3 million overall. So let's talk about valuation. Valuation is definitely, I would say, and others agree, where things get a little bit tricky when determining if SoFi stock can reach and sustain $30 in 2022, because we don't want it just to pop up there for a second and then be like, I'm a head out. At recent prices around $15, SoFi has a roughly $12 billion market cap. So that means if it hits $30 per share, it would have a market cap of around $24 billion. So this is pretty lofty, considering analysts still do not expect SoFi to be profitable next year, even on the high estimates, with analysts on average expecting revenue next year of nearly $1.5 billion. That means SoFi would trade at close to 16 times forward revenue. It's currently close to 9. In its first investor presentation earlier this year, management guided for SoFi to have adjusted earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization of $447 million in 2022. That being said, that assumed the company would have secured the bank charter it will get when it closes on its previously announced acquisition of Golden Pacific Bancorp. And yeah, obviously we would have liked that to have closed this year, but it is looking less and less likely as we draw near to the end of 2021. But like I say, this is not just a SoFi specific thing. Large bank mergers have been delayed and fintech bank acquisitions are still relatively new. So I definitely think that the deal will still go through. It's just a matter of timing and how long the delay will be. But good things come to those who wait. And so assuming it does close on the deal relatively soon and does the $447 million in EBITDA, SoFi at a $23.6 billion market cap would still trade at more than 52 times EBITDA. I can't say that without it sounding like Ibiza. But anyway, you guys know what I mean. So, which brings me back to my original question. Can SoFi reach $30 in 2022? I do think, all that being said, I do think that SoFi can reach $30 briefly. I'm not saying maintaining it will be easy. I think SoFi has actually had a pretty decent year, and I'm definitely optimistic about the business long term. SoFi is sitting at a strong support level. Today, the stock is around 45% from its all-time high that it hit back in February and 40% from its latest November peak. According to TipRank's consensus analysis rating, SoFi stock comes in as a buy. Out of 7 analysis ratings, there are 5 buy recommendations and 2 hold recommendations. When it comes to price targets, the average analyst SoFi price target is $25.43, implying an upside of 73.6%. And analysis price targets range from a low of $19 per share to a high of $30 per share. But yeah, it's just this lack of profit that has investors turning on the stock. I think the patient investors will definitely be rewarded. Can you say I think and definitely in the same sentence? Anyway, guys, that's all for today. Thank you so much for listening. And until next time, have a great day.